Hello and welcome to another episode of Earning Stories with Varsha. So today I am in Mumbai and I have with me the top book blogger of Mumbai, who is Vidya Thakkar. So I extend a warm welcome to you. So she has now stepped into her 10th year of book blogging, and she has worked with more than 700 authors, brands and publishers. Your platform, which is the Reader With, it showcases book reviews, author interviews, journaling, and contains poetry also. And you have been encouraging people to read, to write, which is really very important nowadays. And she's also a founder, I think, of Mumbai Bookstagram. Now this is a community of book bloggers, and they meet for book launching events and other literary activities. So I extend a very warm welcome to you, Vidya. And just to let you know a bit about my platform, it is a platform which encourages women who are actually very having a very good hobby, which can be converted into a passion and into a career, but they just need the right push for us to do that. And listening to people like you, those who are really interested in literature, can get that small push and start something of their own.
Thank you so much, Varsha, for this amazing thing that you are doing and for inviting me on your podcast. It is really amazing and I'm grateful for that.
So, though you are there from 10 years of book blogging, for me seems to be something new.
Yes.
So, how did the journey start, and what took it to reach today in 10 years? How did you build yourself up?
So, book blogging to me happened very like in an unplanned way, something that was never in my plan, I would say. It was something like I was traveling and I clicked a picture of a book and I was uploading it on Instagram, and that's when I learned a hashtag called Bookstagram.
Okay.
So I was curious like what Bookstagram is about, and then I discovered it is about book reviews, book recommendations, sharing about why you love the book in your own way. And being a BMM student, I already had an active blog since 2014.
Okay.
So I was already adding my life stories or experiences there, and I was like, okay, let me start Bookstagram as well. So I started it with all the books that I had. I added reviews. I started reaching out authors and publishers, and slowly the platform was building, and here we are stepping into its 10th year.
Yeah, because I think what you are telling, you started it at before 10 years.
Yes.
So that was, I think, the time when people thought that reading is kind of becoming a dying habit. People don't read books anymore. So you provided a platform to them, which is really very great.
So I would say reading and blogging both were dying. People did not know what blogging is about.
Yeah.
And definitely it was more like people were stepping into the digital era. So I was not forcing them to read or making them read, but I was giving reasons why to read a book.
Yeah.
So,
and if you provide a good content, people feel inclined to read.
Yes.
So was it an easy journey to bring people together on that platform and asking them to just through your reviews to get inclined to read all them?
Well, no journey is easy, I would say. So even I had my ups and downs in this journey as a book blogger and as a reader too. Like back in our time, we had authors which people now don't love, but honestly those authors helped us in starting a reading journey. You may like it or may not like it, but kind of they no, I won't say inspired, but kind of they
helped us out.
Helped us out and gave us that little push to start reading.
Yes.
So that is how this journey has been about. There are times where people question me. There are times that people did not agree with my opinion. But for me, Reader With is like my baby, and
Yeah.
it is something like my safe space where I express, and that platform is for me.
Yes, definitely.
So I was like, let me do it, let me start it, let's see where it goes.
Yes.
So this whole journey was an unplanned journey, but now the way it took shape, I am like
Happy with it.
happy and kind of grateful and content that okay, how
Yes.
it is going, what it is going, at least if it is able to change the life of one person, if
Definitely.
one person picks up a book based on my recommendation and it helps them in their journey, I guess my work is done.
Yes. So, was it that you were interested in literature since your even say school days or college days?
No, I was never a literature person. The only books that I read in my childhood was Chacha Chaudhary and all the Champak and everything. So reading came to me when I had a breakup with my best friend, and when you don't talk to your best friend, it
What to do?
kills you.
Yeah, what to do then?
So, I went to a place, and there was an uncle who sell books on street.
Okay.
So, and that uncle is a very good friend. Like, we used to smile at each other, and it was like a very
Rapport, good
rapport, good
yeah.
rapport. And he was like, read this book, you will like it. I'm like, okay, now I don't have a friend to talk to, then let me read a book. And that is how my reading journey
Passion
began.
started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so every next day I was at his shop buying a new book and exchanging a book, I would say. Like,
Yeah.
I used to get books on rent, and once I read, I returned it and I got another book. So I guess that was the time when I started reading, and then Reader With happened.
And once it happened, that the passion it goes on.
It goes on.
And since you started reviewing books, what would you find different in a person who has been an established writer and who are novice or debut writers? What difference could you make out in them?
Well, the difference is an experienced writer know its audience. So when an experienced writer writes, they form a very well story, characters, and there is a depth in their story which I find the debut writers sometimes lack.
They are not connecting with the
Because
with the
it is
viewers.
like they sometimes even they don't know their audience.
Yes,
So
they are yet to know.
Yeah, they are yet,
Yet to know.
They are in their experimentation phase.
Yes.
Whereas a well-established writer already know what he has to do and what he don't have to do.
Definitely. And when you start reviewing a book, what would you the red flags be for you that no, I will not recommend this book? And similarly, what would be the golden threads that once you see, oh, I have to tell everyone to read this book? So how this judgment
So,
comes?
See, this judgment has come with time, I would say, and no book works same for two
Everyone,
people.
definitely.
So for me, it is more like, I think from an audience perspective, how would I see this review? If I read this review from an audience perspective, what will I think? And that's how I write. And when it comes to red flags and golden flags, I would say if things are written unnecessarily and it like there is a lack in pace, or sometimes the story gets really boring, or there are timelines that mismatch,
Yeah.
like these are some red flags for me, that if at times it thinks like, now I cannot continue this book. Maybe it is because of
Yes.
editing, or because of the things I may not agree.
Yes,
with the
sometimes we
book.
feel that we cannot leave this book. We have to go on reading.
Yeah, and at times it is like, I cannot do more than this
Yes.
because this is my end point. So
Yeah.
that is when it comes like, okay, this is the red flag. And the golden flag, that would be definitely again same thing. When I
Yes.
see it from an audience perspective, I would think that, okay, this is something I can take away from a book.
Yes.
And that would be the first
A good
thing.
message
Yeah,
from
a
this.
good message, a good storyline.
Yeah.
when it comes to suppose light reads with full of drama and entertainment, then again it is a feel good read. So
Yes.
it is a golden thread for me that okay,
Definitely.
people may
Even
just
I cannot
need-
leave this book, so yeah, they'll also feel
yeah,
the same
and
way.
it would be like people may just need this book at a certain point of time.
Yeah.
And when you like when you read a particular book at one time and when you read a year later,
It
you
will be
see
different.
it,
Yeah,
the book
definitely.
will be different for each
Definitely.
of
It
us.
depends upon what stage of life we are
Yes,
in,
what
what we are
emotion-
going through. Yeah, definitely.
what emotion
Definitely.
we are in, so everything
Definitely.
makes difference.
Definitely. There are some very sensitive topics today, just like the war is going on now. There may be things related to crime, to religion, and there may be two school of thoughts on everyone.
Yes.
So, when you are reviewing a book with a very sensitive matter, so how do you approach? Because there will be two people, two kind of audience who will be reading that and giving you the feedbacks.
So it would be more of a diplomatic approach. I always keep that simple and diplomatic approach in my reviews. And what I really appreciate is there are no two same thoughts. So people are going to speak anyway.
Yeah.
However you put it out. So it is better to keep it in a way that nobody is hurted and even your point is proved. And that is
Definitely.
definitely like this came with time.
Yes.
Earlier it was more like okay this and that, but now the wavelength is similar. Now the writing style has changed.
Yeah.
So now I know how to put it out in a way that
No one is hurt.
No one is hurt, and it is more like people understand a perspective. Like okay,
Yes.
this is my perspective. This is how it should be.
And someone else may have a different one also.
And we should always respect it.
Yes, yes, definitely. And you have also been interviewing the authors also, and I saw that you also had an interview with a diplomat in Jaipur.
Yeah.
So, how has been the experience with writers, and especially I would like to see the diplomat interview highlighted.
So the experience is definitely different. It broadens our perspective and it, challenges our limits as well. Because when I went to Jaipur, I had no idea that I would be interviewing a diplomat. And when I did it, I was like, today I stepped out of my comfort zone.
Definitely.
So every author I interview or everyone I interview, it challenges my belief. It kind of makes me push myself out of my comfort zone while it inspires me that okay, you can do this and this is how life is, and it gives me a different perspective as well.
Any book in the recent times you would suggest that it's a must read, which has come up recently, and you think that everyone must read this?
Like this book came, I guess, 2-3 years back, but it is one of my favorite book, that is Manifest by Roopsi Nafuzi. It is manifestation is a topic that I really love, and the way Roopsi shares is something everyone must read.
Must read this.
Yeah.
So, while interviewing the different authors, did something strike you as different at some point of time? Because some things, they leave a deep impact on us, which we cannot forget for a long, long time. So, any such anecdote you can share with us?
Well, there are so many, but one thing I guess one author shared with me, it was about his mentor giving him an advice. That was, I don't remember actually. It was more like when you step out of your comfort zone, while your experiences, your abilities, the world around you is also experiencing your abilities.
Definitely,
So
definitely.
I guess that stayed with me. I don't remember because it was long time back, but that was the thing that really stayed with me.
Yes. And regarding reading, I would like to know what worth it is. And in your life, definitely everyone has these low phases and high phases. So, when there are the high phases, how do you react to that, and how do you overcome those low phases, and how does that shape your journey in different fields?
Reading has saved me, I would say. Every time I had a low phase in my life, reading has saved me. And in every high phase, reading has gave me that patience. Reading builds patience, and it definitely broadens our perspective, but it also teaches us how to read between the lines, how to focus.
Yeah.
So, and when it comes to my highs and lows, it was reading that has pulled me out. Like I said, when I had a breakup with my best friend, reading saved me. When I faced my recently when I was in a bad phase, again books saved me. Like I was reading something that healed me.
Yeah, and they take you to, I think, a very different world.
Yeah.
Yes.
And at times it gives us a reality check also, that
Yeah.
time is anyway moving. So it is up to you if you are moving or not.
Yes. And since your work is purely in the digital world, so as a woman, do you find that there are some challenges that we face in the digital world?
Well, thankfully, I have not faced any till now, but there are times where people question you, where people, just they will just rant you, or when you grow, there are people to pull you down.
Yeah.
But you have to just keep doing your work, you have to keep focusing on your work, and I guess that is the key for me that has worked
Yes.
throughout.
You have also helped, I think, the authors in their promotion of their books
Yes.
and marketing. So I think recently the trends have changed
A lot.
in publishing, in promotion and marketing. So how you people keep yourself updated on these changing trends, and what help are you providing, which goes a far way to promote them?
So when it comes to keeping ourselves updated, we definitely try. For me, experimentation has been the thing. Every author I work with, or every book that I work on, I again see it from an audience perspective. Like, how will the audience think when
They will.
I create a particular brand idea, or
Yeah.
if I create a particular brand idea on Reader With, how will my audience react? And that helps us, like when we work with authors and publishers, plan our campaigns. And that has been I guess the key for me since years. Even if we are updated, there are certain things that people still love, like
Yeah.
the handwritten letters, if you say, even in the world of digital
Yes, and
messages.
for me, like, I still like to go for a hardbound book.
Yeah.
I will not like to read
So
digital
some
cut.
things
Yeah, it
never
is.
change.
Yes,
It is just that we have to get back that spark again.
yes, and like in any profession, I would say there are a few things. Like, one is the mental satisfaction we get from that, and one, definitely, when you are having a career, the economics part comes into
Yes.
play. So how would you rate your own profession in terms of mental satisfaction as well as earning, which are both very important for us?
So when it comes to mental satisfaction, I would say 8 of 10, and even for the earning part, I would say 7 of 10, because it takes time to build, and we always work with values and ethics, I can say. So there
Yeah.
are times where we don't overcharge, and
Yeah.
there are times we don't undercharge. So getting that thing when it comes to economics
Yes,
is where we still struggle, because book industry is still shaping.
yes.
Yeah.
It has to go a long way.
Yeah,
Still
it
a
has
long way to
yeah. Because when we started it in 2017, it was just for the pure joy of reading. There was nothing commercial, and
Yeah.
then this wave came. And
Start
it is
building
now,
up.
yeah, and now that it is shaping up, I guess it will still take a little time where we can rate it 10 of 10 when it comes to economy.
Yeah. And since you have now become, I think, the best book blogger, so there are so many years for you to work. So what are the future plans you have? And say from now to 5 years, where do you find yourself? What are your dreams?
Well, when it comes to future plans, as I said, Reader With happened very unplannedly, and so yesterday only I launched a podcast.
Okay.
That was the plot twist.
Okay.
So So, and when it comes to future plans, I would say we are still working on becoming the best top Indian book blog.
Yeah.
So we are in top 10, but I want to become on the top, and in next 5 years we will become that.
Yes. So, being in Mumbai and having a book blog, is there some difference you can say is there from people, because many of my audience are from small town, I am myself from small towns, so would there be some difference, and if there is, how hard they will have to work to overcome that?
So when it comes to being in Mumbai, I would say many literary events happens here.
Yeah.
So that is the, I guess, benefit of having a book blog in Mumbai, as we have literary meetups, literary events, book
Yes.
clubs meetup.
Yeah.
So that helps us discover more books, more readers, and more authors and opportunities.
Yeah.
So when it comes to overcoming, I can say, so I have friends who travel
Okay.
for book events.
Yes.
Because it is not
Yeah.
about missing out, but it is more about opportunities and learnings.
Yes.
So you have
When you have to enter one profession, you have to work harder on
Yes.
that. Definitely. So, to all our viewers who are from an early age in the literary world, what would you say are the opportunities available to them to build up their careers? How should they choose it, and how should they follow their path, the patience required? What would your advice be to them?
So when it comes to opportunities, I would say start as a creator, not only literature, but you can start with anything you like.
Yes.
Because when it comes to becoming a creator, it is more about expressing your views rather than listening to the noise around you.
Yeah.
So start your journey, hit that publish button, and don't think of views and stories and views, likes, comments. No, you just do it, and
Focus.
things will happen. It took me 3 years to reach 10K during that time, which people are now reaching in, I guess, 6 months or 8 months. But I had my journey, they
Yeah.
are having their journey.
Patience
But
will be
you
the
need-
key. Yeah.
Yes, you need patience. You need that, I can say, encouragement to not give up. Because at
Yeah.
times people are like, views are not coming, or I'm not getting any likes, so let me just shut it off. Don't do that, because make it your baby. And
Yes.
when you will grow your baby, when you will nurture your baby,
Yeah.
then you will understand the importance of it. And right now the creators economy is booming, and the platforms are pushing the creators and who are creating impact and are creating real life content. So just do it.
Definitely. And since your career depends on reading quite a lot, at some point, does it become exhausting for you, or you keep on just enjoying that?
So at times it definitely becomes exhausting. Even I get my reading slumps and everything, but again there are books that pulls me out of it. So I
Yeah.
reread my favorite book, or I just go to a book that is short one. At times I read children's books to get
Definitely.
out of that reading slumps and
Yes.
to just enjoy reading.
Yes.
Like I would say, don't start your bookstagram for the sake of earning or just for a commercial thing. Do it for the sake of reading,
Enjoyment.
for the love of reading.
Yes. Yes.
There is so much literature out there. There are so many books that will help you grow, but for
Definitely.
that you don't have to see it on in a commercial way. Like
Yeah.
right now I'm working with so many people, and it is more like they are taking up projects just for commercial benefits and not for the
Love of books.
reading. So I guess
So that should
is-
not be the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So to all our viewers there, I think this really has been such a enlightening thing,
Thank
and you have detailed everything so nicely that people who want to really get into this will know that there has to be patience. It involves such a lot of hard work. Earnings do come, but for that also you have to be patient enough,
Yes.
and not just think that everything can be achieved in a very short time. These are all careers are long time processes.
Yes, definitely.
So they will definitely benefit from it, and we will definitely put your platforms for them to connect to
Yes,
you.
definitely.
And really, thank you so much for being with me.
Thank you for this opportunity and the work that you are doing. It is really inspiring.
Thank you so much. Thank you.